action.
Action movie?
Yes, an action movie. Hello, everyone.
Good evening, morning.
Hello. This is the Barrel Roll Newscast.
Newscasting to the maximum extreme.
And it is September 23rd episode. Are we going into the negatives or are we
issue 1.
Issue 1?
Issue 1.
Issue 1. We're doing
episode or issue. Your choice.
We're doing comic books now.
Oh god, yes.
There you go. Issue 1
What
of the Barrel Roll Newscast.
What more way can we lose money?
Yeah. I'm Nick.
I'm Tony.
And I'm the floating head.
This is Graham.
I'm okay with that. What's in the budget?
It would have been in the budget, except that the file size got too big. Floating head's just too big to fit on YouTube.
Neo's too... Whoa. That's not the Matrix.
We broke the Matrix.
Screw the Matrix.
So, I guess we'll start off with games that we're playing. What games we're playing. I don't know what I actually titled it on the movie thing.
What are we playing? What are you playing?
Yeah, Graham, we'll start with you.
Left to right.
Well, I finished
our left.
Space Marine finally.
Hey.
That's a game. I hear it's good.
Yeah.
I hear it's alright.
And I'm playing Red Orchestra 2, which has been a love-hate relationship.
What is that?
Yes. So explain.
It's
What is that?
a realistic reinterpretation of Stalingrad. You get to play as the Germans and the Russians. There's a single player, but it's mostly leaning on multiplayer. So, it's...
First-person shooter? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So when they say realistic and your gun only loads one bullet at a time, you actually shoot
and it jams every 5 guns.
Oh,
and jams every 5
one
guns.
bullet kills you.
Which is like real life.
Yeah.
Just like real life.
And it's
Well,
really
that's
intriguing for the first minute. And then you spend the rest of the game watching the respawn screen, and you're going, you know what? I could take a bullet.
I remember seeing that game. That game looked weird.
Yeah, it is so weird.
See, and that I would be okay with if the loading screen then was fast. So the loading screen pops up and it lasts a long time?
Multiplayer it's the respawn screen that's a
Oh,
pain.
right, because
You die.
Yeah.
If you're the first to die,
10 seconds.
Like, in single player, it's actually really intriguing, because when you die, they instantly zoom kind of to a third person of another guy in your squad, and you're going to become that guy in like 3 seconds.
Oh, that's
You jump
cool.
into his eyes, and then you start running around.
And just hope that he's not in open range to get shot.
And that's the
I'm pretty sure it's balanced enough that it's not like...
Oh, the AI...
You're about to stand in the middle of a nuclear bomb.
No, the AI is atrocious, and they don't... I spawned in a guy that was surrounded by 3 other guys, meleeing him.
That sounds amazing. It's like the weirdest way to enter an orgy.
And boom! Oh my god!
Except it's really satisfying when you actually get out of it.
Oh dear. So how was Space Marine finishing off? Because I know you wrote the review, but finishing off, you liked it. It was good.
It was cool. Well,
good.
The final boss battle was. It was one of those battles where final boss is doing a big spell, apocalyptic, ascension to demonhood. So he's in this impenetrable shield, and they just whip whatever you've been fighting the entire game. So mass
it's
numbered.
So they like
they
said the final boss is all the bosses you fought before.
Pretty much. And in mass quantities. Like, the final battle before actually fighting the final boss was, here's 2 champions, which you've only fought one of previously, and like a bunch of demons. That's all at once. And I had a pretty squeaky moment where I got stuck in a corner with all of them. But luckily there was a really overpowered gun with me.
So you
don't you have like a chainsaw sword or something?
Yes, that's like your first like minor melee weapon.
I would
chainsword.
Chainsaw sword.
Then you upgrade to a power axe.
Oh dear.
And then a thunder hammer.
Oh.
So the melee weapons
Thunderstruck.
Are amazing.
That's good. Okay, so
and the final boss battle is quick time events. After you get through the impenetrable shield.
Depressing.
And with all video games nowadays, it's falling straight down, dodging rocks. Then you jump on the guy,
and
like Gandalf and Balrog, and
but he did that well
with quick time events.
Yeah, Gandalf did it so well. Why can't everybody else do it?
I do it in Tetris.
You fall down in Tetris?
Block. Yeah.
Playing Tetris from above would be hard.
I would play that. Someone program that, please.
3D
please.
Tetris from above.
I'll play it in 3D.
What is this line? What does it do? I'm so confused.
I'm so high.
And I have to say, Red Orchestra 2, as you're watching it,
yes,
it has the strangest movement of your character. It feels like you're playing with a Wii motion sensor.
Oh,
like when you're shooting from the hips.
Yeah.
When you're moving your cursor, like when you're moving your gun around.
There's no dead zone.
It's like the camera doesn't move with the center of your gun.
Yeah, because it looks like a box, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you adjust that box? Because I know that's my biggest problem when playing Wii first-person shooters, like Conduit.
That's why I stopped playing Wii first-person shooters.
I don't think you can because when you're in combat, it's kind of useful. Like, because when you're going around a corner, you kind of want to be your gun as far left on the screen as possible.
Okay.
But it feels weird because I mean you can't turn left until your gun's all the way on the side, like a Wii. Yeah, it's exactly like a Wii shooter, but
I wouldn't appreciate that.
But when you look down the iron sights, then it locks in.
Okay.
So it makes sense when you're shooting from the hip for it to be like that.
Okay.
So it's realistic in the sense that you would not be accurate shooting from the hip. You actually have to look down your sights.
I'd be okay with that.
That's okay. That's fine.
And it takes a while to get used to. Like the first round of single player on normal difficulty was hair pulling frustrating. But then I did a multiplayer match. Of course, everybody's used to this.
Yeah.
So I think I died.
Everyone just equally sucks.
I think I died 19 times with one friendly fire.
Well, that's gonna ruin your kill death ratio.
Kill death ratio. You don't have one.
And
it's like that.
Yeah. And for the first bit, recognizing German and Russian uniforms is kind of
great.
Yes. Don't make them red and blue, like.
Oh. Honestly, it was helmet recognition which is not very easy in a combat situation.
I was gonna say, don't they know they're supposed to color code enemies in red and blue,
like Team Fortress
or Halo,
or at least make a silhouette like.
I don't think
Resistance
does.
Does it just let you blow people up?
No, there's a different. I'll talk later.
But the friendly fire damage is minor. You just have to listen to them.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much if you hear yelling on the mic.
I think I insta-killed, like in single player, I think I insta-killed a Russian through one of my German allies, and all he did was say, "Oh, don't spend your ammo on allies," or whatever.
Yeah, but you took another dude down.
Yeah. didn't complain about that melee.
If I was standing in front of Hitler and you had to shoot me, Hitler, shoot me.
And for some reason, melee is an insta-kill. A bullet to the gut will be like about half his health.
Well, it's because you're cracking him in the back of the head, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean,
bayonets are pretty hard.
But I mean, I'm shooting him with a machine gun point blank. I hit him 3 times in the gut, but his one melee on my helmet is I'm just down.
So it's like it's like the Halo effect.
Yeah, exactly.
No, Halo you gotta shoot and then poof.
I don't. Halo.
That's why you get me all the time, and it's like, and then we both melee and we both fall down dead.
That's the Halo effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, Halo.
And the medical system they have is cool too. Like you have 2 bandages, and sometimes you get shot like in the leg or the arm, and you actually have to stop and quickly bandage yourself up before you can.
See, I'm okay
before you're allowed to do that shield regeneration from Halo.
I think I would be really okay with that for about an hour, and then I'd be like, okay, I want like either my health packs just to heal me instantly as soon as I pick them
up,
or
that shield like
just
health.
The blood will start going away from my eyes magically.
But the other pain in the butt is there's this huge dick tease where they tell you to heal, but you're not gonna be able to do it. For some reason, they're like, "You're bleeding out, heal!" And you're pressing the button, but the screen's going dark. You're like, "Why won't I heal?" And you're dead.
Because you have to black out for the story to progress. That's how they make story go.
Yeah, there's unwinnable boss fights.
But it's like a non-linear campaign, so it's like
I hate.
The only thing I can think of is maybe your buddy can save you in that situation. Mm-hmm. But a single player, I can't do that, obviously.
I hate unwinnable boss fights.
I know, because I always use all my potions. And all my Phoenix Downs, and they're like, "Yeah, you weren't supposed to win, morons."
No, you did it wrong.
Yeah.
You're only supposed to survive to a certain point, and then...
I get it now. Okay.
What have you been playing, Nick?
I finished Uncharted.
Woo!
Woohoo! I have one minor complaint.
Zombies?
Okay, I have 2 minor complaints.
That is so weird.
I hate games that lead me and I'm like treasure hunting, or my other game that I have beef with that does this is True Crime Streets of L.A.
I remember
And
that one.
you're a cop, and it was all great, and you were shooting things and people and solving crimes, and then they're like,
You're not very good cop.
Really? The cop? That was your only problem with...
No, and then they're like, go down into the sewers and find this guy who calls himself like the Warlock, and I'm like, okay, he's a crazy drug addict down in the sewers. This is
Charlie Sheen.
That's probably where he came from.
This is cool. I go down there and there's floating dragon heads coming at me now, and I'm going, what is going on? And all of a sudden it is now broken that barrier and I am into a fantasy game. And now Uncharted, the entire time you're going through, you're treasure hunting, you get to this part, there's this, curse, and there's these creatures. And I'm like, oh, you are doing so good. It's like Aliens in...
See, now I proposed this, though. What was the difference between that and Indiana Jones?
With the aliens?
Oh.
No, not that. No. The Raiders of the Lost Ark. What was the difference? Don't look at the ghosts coming out of the box.
Oh, right.
The spiritual thing? I know.
Yeah.
And it didn't bug me a ton. Like I said, it's minor. Like all of a sudden it was just like, what's going on?
You won't be depressed with Uncharted 2 then.
And then my second beef was every once in a while I'd be running straight at a cliff. And I'd see where I had to jump. So I'd press the jump button, and for whatever reason, Nathan Drake would be like, do, hoo!
Yeah,
and I'm like...
Assassin's Creed does that to me all the time.
So, yeah, the line was kind of weird. And I'm sitting there going...
The lag is kind of funny.
Oh, okay. And then, I just, retry the part, and it's not that bad, because they have good respawn points. But essentially, like, every once in a while, I'd be, like, cruising, I'm looking so good, this thing's looking really cinematic, and I'm like, and then I fall to my death. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, the lag is a weird issue in the first one. It's not bad in the second one. It's definitely fixed.
I'm expecting that. So.
It's good.
I haven't started the second one. It's good. Because I've been playing Captain America.
Because that's... Actually, I want to play that.
I'll lend it to you.
I didn't get a chance to read your full review, but was it... I kind of seen that you didn't think it was as bad as most movie to video games.
Sega, because they've signed this contract, so they actually get like the scripts as they're being done.
Oh, so they make it beside the movie.
They have time.
Oh.
So wait, does that mean that Avengers games are actually going to be a thing now?
I don't know.
Damn.
So they do have time. Like that's the issue. Is it's always time issues, right? Because this game has to be out the same day Captain America comes out.
Yeah.
Which you can still tell that there are issues that could have been dealt with had they been given another couple months to work on this thing. For instance, there's no jump button.
I don't understand that.
Captain America can't jump. This was the biggest beef I had with this game because the combat was awesome. You're sitting there, you feel like a super soldier, you're like kicking the butt out of all these guys, you're throwing your shield, you're punching guys, you catch the shield, you slam them with the... I was like, yes! This is so great. And then you're running to get collectibles because there's literally 50 ceramic eggs that you have to pick up.
Where does he get all the pockets from?
Magic.
Super soldier pockets.
Zelda pockets.
Super soldier pocket.
He beat up Link and he stole his bag.
He has a
and
bag.
Then so
America has a bag of holding.
And then he's got all so he's got all these things that he has to collect, schematics, all this stuff, and you can see them because you press the button and you get Batman vision.
It's detective mode. It's detective mode, please.
Yeah, you get detective mode, but it's super soldier sight or whatever they call it. So you press the button and it gives you that sight for a second, but it kind of scans the landscape and makes things blink. So it's like, this is an object you can pick up. This is an object you can pick up. Here's not. So you're like, okay, I'll go get that object. There's some of them where you literally, there is a fence that is waist high and you have to run around the entire thing to pick up the schematic and run all the way back around. And I'm like... And then there's parts where you get into the acrobatic mode, where there's like a little arrow that says you can jump onto this beam, moron.
It's not a jump button.
And you press the jump, what is like the dodge button now becomes jump, and you go into this cinematic-y type quick time event acrobatic thing where he's jumping and flipping and doing all, and I'm like, and you can't jump a waist-high fence.
No, because it's waist high.
I know.
If it was knee high, maybe.
Maybe he could step over it, but no. So that was my only issue. Is
punch it.
There's mobility issues.
You could punch a hole through it.
otherwise, the combat was awesome, and Chris Evans isn't that great with voice acting.
He's great.
I like I liked him as Captain America. I did not like him as the voice of Captain America in the game.
I still have a hard time believing he's Captain America.
He came out way too stale in the game. It's like they gave him lines, and he was reading because he had to.
Not this time, soldier.
Yeah, and yeah. So
sorry, soldier.
And then you get other people in the game who are doing their lines, and it's like, "Oh, go get the guns!" Like, they're doing their lines properly, and then he's like, "Oh, okay," and you're going, "Okay, whatever." So voice acting and mobility, but the combat is awesome, and just the sheer amount of stuff that you can pick up in this game
Pockets
is amazing. I love it. And there's schematics, which I thought was a cool way of like making your enemies weaker, because you can pick up a schematic for a certain enemy. Because they're all being experimented on, like they're Hydra experiments.
Oh, yeah.
So even their soldiers have been kind of given a dose of super soldier serum.
Metal Gear Solid 3 has a way you can do that too. Like if you explode the supply houses, all the soldiers are like, I'm super hungry, and if you punch them, you knock them out in one punch.
Because this one you pick up the supply, like the schematic, and fun. It's like you can now stun this enemy for a longer amount of time because you know that their weakness is here, and you're like, oh. And then
that's cool.
There's film reels on every single bad guy and how they were invented.
Ooh,
and does it actually show like a cutscene?
Yeah,
oh.
Like it's black and white. It looks like it's.
That's cool.
And I'm like, and it's got the doctor from the movie and the game because he's in both.
Oh yeah.
And he's sitting there explaining how everything was created, and you go, okay. And then there's a diary from another guy, and that's all read to you, so you can just press the button and it starts reading.
That sounds like a good game.
And so
short of jumping.
Yeah, short of jumping. And like I said, there's a few little, and no one's mouth actually moves properly.
Oh, so they didn't take the LA Noire technology.
No, they didn't take any technology. So their face is kind of there, and they're talking, and all of a sudden their lip will kind of quiver a bit, and you're like, oh, okay, they're talking. That's cool. So. There's issues, and I think a lot of them would have been fleshed out had they been given a little bit more time. Jumping obviously wasn't going to be added. That wasn't part of their game plan. Otherwise, it would have been in there.
It should have been the first bullet point.
Yeah, so maybe for Captain America 2, because we all know that there's going to be another movie.
That is
confirmed. So they gonna do 2014. Second movie before the Avengers, or are they gonna?
No, Avengers first, then Captain America.
2014.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
it's just gonna run like
soon.
They're all gonna. Go their own way,
they do that in the comics. You get your Captain America comics where he has like his day as Captain America, like it's Cap's day off and stuff blows up and he's
or all the other Avengers are
in
busy.
Africa saving children. Cap, why didn't you go? You should go save the day.
Because he only likes America.
Oh, that's not true.
That's failed.
That's why I love Cap as a hero. He's awesome. And there's alternate costumes. So all I've unlocked so far is the ultimate costume. And it's not like they go from this super realistic game and you're this cartoony Cap.
Mm-hmm.
They actually take the concept art from Captain America in the comics, like in the Ultimate Comics, and give him that costume as it would look like if they would have done it in the movie. And I'm like,
okay, that's cool.
Sweet. So I've been running around as Ultimate Cap for like the last half of the game.
See, I would totally run around as that first suit.
Yeah.
the shitty...
And I'm hoping that that's what the middle one is. I haven't unlocked it yet, and I don't know how, and I'll find out later.
Or like his stage costume?
Yeah, that's yeah, pretty much. That's essentially, yeah. So I'm hoping that that's kind of what it is, but I'll see. And other than that, I've been playing Link's Awakening, which is just an ongoing process, because that's a long game, so... Mm-hmm. But that's my game where I can pick up, play it for 5 seconds, close my 3DS, and be like, that was fun! So... How about you, Tony? What have you been playing?
Resident Evil 2 is hard. For those who are on the Plus membership of PlayStation, you can go to the store. Free. You go to 1, 2, and 3 for free on the PlayStation.
That's right.
Oh man, they're hard.
Now, is that like the original PlayStation?
Original PlayStation everything. Like first generation, like controls like a tank and no aiming and.
But the controls even on the redone ones were like that.
Just terrible.
They just never redid 2 and 3.
They just don't. I just don't like that control scheme. I
get into it.
I walk like a tank. I move forward when I'm going towards. That doesn't make sense to me.
Eventually, your brain will wrap around it.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Trust me, play enough Resident Evil, it'll wrap around.
I haven't played. Oh, I played 1. I finished that, and I thought that was. I'm not saying it was a chore, but it was long. Because I have the DS version of that one, which the DS one is actually worth it. But been playing that for the past couple days and got through like 2 hours of it. Yeah. Maybe I was like, dead again. Why? Oh, right, because they swarm.
And they come from the screen where you can't see them.
Exactly. It's like
I hear it.
There's just that game does not age well. I'm really glad that Resident Evil
4
Raccoon City is coming out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's the one where they reboot everything. So
that was just gonna be like Resident Evil 5, but back in time. Or?
No. So what happens in Resident Evil? What is it? Raccoon City.
Yeah.
What happens is they turn back the history book into the events in Raccoon City where the virus is like going through the city. You kill Leon Kennedy. That's the mission. That's one of the first missions you do. Is you go kill Leon S. Kennedy. Like it's in the trailer where it's like you need all the Raccoon PD and everyone has to die.
So
they're restarting this.
It's a reboot.
Series. It's a reboot for the entire
So like
series.
they're totally redoing the whole storyline.
Yep.
It's like they're pretending 4 and 5 and everything doesn't exist.
Yep.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
No, 1 will exist. 1 will exist. Because
technically that's before Raccoon City.
Yeah, so 1's got to exist.
So 2, 3,
4.
X.
Code Veronica X is nope.
That won't exist. 4, 5.
6.
What about,
6 will eventually come out, and
I don't know. They said they didn't want to do any following that storyline. It was just getting too stupid. Like even Capcom went, "This is getting."
I'm okay with Wesker being dead. Spoilers. So
if you haven't played 5 by now, too bad.
Sorry.
So
yeah, I'm okay with
what about the movies?
They've never actually followed the games anyway.
Are you kidding? Are you serious? They just announced Resident Evil 6 as a movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the movies are going to keep going.
They stop doing.
They're pretending that they don't exist.
Yeah, they
both looked the opposite direction.
The first one
was good.
The first one I liked, but it had nothing to do with the actual game, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then they started adding people from the game into the movie
randomly too, not just like, oh, by the way, this person exists in this other timeline.
Yeah, and
we're gonna bring him into this timeline.
What's going on?
Resident Evil, you need to fix yourself, seriously.
The movie, stop.
Just in general, your series, which is why I'm happy for Raccoon City
well, there's that new one coming out too, where they're in that submarine.
I think that takes place after 5.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because Jill's in it, so.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl with the hair that covers her face, and all you see is her breasts.
You mean boobs walking on legs? They confirmed that she's like, that's the only scene you see her in.
Oh. So otherwise you're Jill?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm okay with that.
I like Jill.
Because she dies.
I'm okay with that.
Oh, surprise.
Spoilers again.
No, it's not spoilers. They said it on
We're
the internet.
just full of them! So Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Excellent. And free to PlayStation Plus. So
yes,
I saw that.
It is free. And you can play it too. You just can't play it on the PSP because I don't think you have one.
No, I don't.
So you can just play it on your PlayStation.
Which is fine.
And I think it'll work better because you have a bigger controller.
I've been watching Star Wars on my PS3, so...
Good choice too. Shadows of the Damned.
Oh yes, I bought that.
Good choice. You know what?
Which one's that again?
Shadows of the Damned is made by Grasshopper Manufacturer or Suda51.
So the guys
who did No More Heroes.
The guy with Johnson the gun.
Oh
no,
yes.
no. Johnson is the demon.
Yes.
The gun is. Yeah. The gun's name is Boner.
Right.
All right.
This game is completely off the hook.
Innuendos are so
I love everything that Suda51 does. This guy, he thinks it doesn't even matter how unoriginal the game is. The way that he presents his games are just outstanding.
And I've heard this one is tame compared to...
No, it is completely tame.
Yeah.
I've played No More Heroes 2. No, this is tame compared to No More Heroes 2.
But still fun.
Oh my god. It's like if we want to make a Gears of War game with leveling up features and we need your dialogue. Okay. Because that's pretty much what it is. You're shooting a gun and then you dodge and whatever. But the lines are just ridiculous.
Yep.
You're walking through the underworld because you go there to save your girlfriend because she got kidnapped by some demon lord.
Naturally.
Like Mario. Like Mario.
Princess and Saban.
But there's darkness everywhere, and then there's light. And then there's a goat head on the wall. And then you'll ask, why is there a goat head on the wall? Well, everyone knows goat heads keeps the darkness away. Everyone knows that, don't you? And then he kind of looks at the screen for a little bit. No. Just like weird. Oh, that game is just. I love it. The ridiculous. And that's not even the bad part either. Like, no, that's the good part too. Because the shooting is really solid as well. It's really. There's nothing wrong with it. I've only had one hiccup so far, and that's because the dude got hung up on the wall. That's okay, because I shot him and he started moving at me again. So it wasn't breaky.
I forgot which other developer is involved in that, because the guy who does the music is the guy who does the Silent Hill music.
You don't notice the music as much as he does in Silent Hill.
But that's what I heard. And then one of the other game developers, like, they pretty much got like these 3 Japanese guys together, and they're like.
It was the guy from Resident Evil, like the actual developer.
Yeah, they're like, here, you 3 go make game. You guys.
The game has actually been in development since 2005.
Okay.
So it's been a while.
Yeah.
Like it pretty much came out of nowhere as well.
I know. All of a sudden, it's like Shadow of the Damned Suda 51, and I'm like, I like Suda.
Go play No More Heroes, guys.
Yeah,
and if you have a PlayStation, you can get on your PlayStation 3.
That's true.
Although I hear the PlayStation 3 version of No More Heroes is super edited.
I like my Wii. I like being able to
charge your light blade. So
that's in
Shadows of the. I can't wait to go back and play that game.
Yeah,
it is ridiculously fun, and it has a neat thing when you do a headshot on a guy. If it's the only damage that he's gonna ever take, because obviously you get hit in the head, you die. It does a cinematic sort of following the bullet. Blood splatter everywhere. So it's. You want to get a headshot the first time around, or else it's not fun.
Yeah. Okay, so that's like, what, 26 minutes?
Oh, shit.
Of what we've played. Do you have anything else that you want to mention quick?
Resistance 3, go buy it.
There you go.
If you haven't played Resistance 2, go play it. Just play Resistance 3.
Well, because you said in your review that it kind of covers what happened in Resistance 2.
Yeah, when you put in Resistance 3, it pretty much goes over 1 and 2. So even if you haven't played 1, you don't need to play it. Although you should still play it. It's still a good game. Don't play 2 though, because 2 feels weird compared to what 1 and 3 are.
That's good. So they kind of came back to where they should have.
Yeah.
That's good.
Went back to the roots, you could say.
And multiplayer's fun? Multiplayer's okay?
It's okay.
Okay.
Do you like Call of Duty? Multiplayer?
Well, I don't like the kids in Call of Duty.
Hey, there's not as many of those though.
Okay. Then yes.
It's not too bad. Yeah, it's like that. There's perks, there's level ups, there's...
Like every other first-person shooter.
Every other online first-person shooter, there's...
I don't know, even Space Marine, a third-person shooter slash...
Same thing? Perks, level
action, exact same. Mm-hmm. Except it's actually pretty cool. Like, I was kind of expecting...
What's neat
multiplayer to be but
what's neat is though that you actually get all the single-player weapons in multiplayer as well. So you have like the bullseye. I don't know if you guys have played Resistance at all. The bullseye, it's just a regular rifle you shoot or whatever. It's got 250 rounds in it, but it has a secondary fire that if you tag a dude, you jump behind cover and you just shoot in the air. It'll follow the dude. So if you tag them in multiplayer and just run behind the wall, the other way and they'll die.
Well, see, but then
that's fun.
The
challenge is hitting them.
Right.
Tag. So and
and
human players are fast.
Obviously.
I've gotten 2 or 3 kills only with that game. It's still fun to do though.
Yeah, well, you'd like me playing one of those games because I usually just run into a room, stand there for a bit, going, "Where did everybody go?" And then I'm like dead. By, like
it's
18
not too bad.
pop up and shoot me.
It's not too bad. And then you have the guns that shoot through walls and
right.
Yeah.
The
So
auger.
that's nice.
The auger.
When does Battlefield 3 come out?
Soon, October.
Damn it, so bored.
I was gonna check Steam.
Won't be on Steam because it'll be on Origin.
Snap.
Hi-oh.
Might actually have to go to a store. Pick it up on a CD.
Yeah,
so primitive.
It's so weird.
What's the store?
CD?
25th, guys.
25th of October? That's okay.
And I'm no longer interested because Jay-Z is promoting it.
But 99 problems.
Oh, he's most of them.
And a tank ain't one. No, I'm excited for that game.
It looks fantastic.
I just with you saying like the bullets that go through walls. It's got me thinking about when that's coming out.
When tanks go through walls?
Yeah. As all 3 of us review this game.
Tanks driving through walls.
We'll just make one post with a bunch of links to like 3 different reviews going, buy this game now.
Here's where you can buy it. Not Steam.
Not Steam. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this, and I'm gonna restart it so we don't have to like do something stupid with our video and lose. There's our theme song. Action. Okay, time for the news.
News. I like those things.
Me first, just so I can piss Tony off.
I hate you.
Ah. Okay, for those of you that don't know, he really does not like Angry Birds.
Murder them all.
And I'm not a huge fan either. I'll keep playing it, like if my girlfriend starts playing and I'm like, she'll like want me to beat a level or something because, you know, it's stupid because some of those levels are hard. I have to admit.
Yeah.
But
How hard?
they are, okay? So you sit there and I'll finally beat it and I'll just kind of keep playing until she
Notices that
steals
you-
my phone back. Either way, Starbucks is considering adding Angry Birds high score tables to its outlets.
No longer
Oh.
getting Starbucks coffee.
So you can go in there and you will find Starbucks. All like, hey, what up? Here's the highest Angry Bird score. Can you beat it? And you'll be like, I just want a coffee. And they'll be like, Angry Birds! And then they'll start throwing birds at you. You know it's true.
Oh, they're gonna have the stupid plushies.
And that's
store.
what
They
I'm
already
thinking.
have the
Yeah.
plushies that...
Well, in the store, like in Starbucks.
That's what I'm thinking. So they'll have this
Yeah.
ugly scoreboard that won't go with anything else that's in Starbucks. And then
Yeah.
underneath that, all the junk that goes with Angry Birds. And I'll just be
Please
like,
say this is only in the States.
it doesn't say.
Please.
You're hanging out, I should hang out.
You should hang out.
Everybody, oh yeah, by the way, Google Plus, open for everybody,
We're
isn't
a
it?
thing.
Google Plus is open to everybody.
I get it.
That's right.
You.
Yeah, you have to get on Google Plus.
Don't you ever get email? Don't you get like a jillion emails every time we send something out?
No, because it doesn't send a Hotmail.
Oh, I see.
There you go. Okay, let's see. So yes, that's mine, just to piss Tony off, so he'll never drink Starbucks coffee again, because that makes me giggle.
I hate you, Starbucks.
Okay, Tony, what do you got?
I got movies. Movies are things, right?
Yes, they are.
Do we want to start earlier in the week or do we want to start later in the week?
It's up to you.
So Netflix is switching up their things. I don't know, probably not for Canada.
I doubt in Canada.
No, probably not. But in America, they're splitting their DVD service into something called Quickster, which
Yes.
adds video games to their library of things to
Not
send
to
out.
stream,
No,
but to send out.
no. So GameFly, let's do this. They're
Yes.
fighting GameFly. They should. They can.
Mm.
I don't know what. Yeah, they should do it up here.
They should do it up here.
They should.
Well, especially with Canada's Blockbusters closing, it's hard.
All of them.
Yeah, it's hard to find a place to rent games. So no, I like that.
Yeah, they should totally. I think it'd be fantastic
Yep.
if they sent up video games.
No, and then I'd have to look at the price and all that kind of stuff. Cause
I think
it'd
they're
be
changing
on-
the price for the States anyways because we're still at $8.
Yeah, the price keeps changing in the States. I'd be so pissed.
I'm already pissed and I'm not even in there.
They'd be like, so it'll be $8 this month, and then we're gonna charge you $12 this month. Now we're gonna split the two in half, so you can pay $8 and $8. Isn't it $16? Yes.
And you need to have both.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need to have both for you to have an optimal viewing service. But I'm just gonna get video games.
Too bad.
No,
You have to get movies too.
and streaming. You need to pay the streaming
And
fee.
streaming. And streaming.
Apparently, their streaming option is no longer part of their subscription either.
No, you have to pay for
It's-
streaming, for videos, and now for video games.
Uh,
3 separate prices depending on what you want to do.
yeah, I don't want to go to the States anymore.
That's well, we have to.
That-
We're gonna go to E3. We have to go to the States. We're not gonna move there.
What's that Futurama quote where Dr. Farnsworth is, "I don't want to live on this planet anymore."
Oh yeah, I've seen that on a lot of things online.
So that's what Netflix is wanting to do. I
Yeah,
think it's weird.
it's
It's weird for them, I think.
It's weird for them. We'll have to see how it actually all works out in the end.
Right.
But it's weird for them.
Success? Do you think it'll be succeedal?
I don't.
Successful?
It depends on what game companies they get tied on with them.
That's
Because a
true.
lot
They don't have anything here.
a lot of their stuff revolves around contracts with people, and it's like
They just lost Star.
and they just lost stars in the States. So,
So Star is, if you're not familiar, huge contributor of all the Disney movies
in the States.
So
we
it's
don't
like
get
Prince of Persia, Toy Story, Tangled, the Disney movie.
Disney movie number 502.
So it's they're losing that in like February, so that's soon for them.
Yeah, I know. So we'll see. Well, their stocks are gonna dip.
I better watch Tangled before that happens.
I can lend you Tangled. I'm part of the Disney movie club.
But I get to watch it on American Netflix.
I can just give it to you on Canadian DVD and Blu-ray.
But it's sticking it up to the man.
Oh, that's what it's all about.
It's fun. I watch Prince of Persia.
Okay.
So that's that.
Mega Man or Uncharted?
Both are awesome, except Uncharted's better.
Well, Uncharted is getting a novel and comic books.
Comic books already existed for Uncharted, actually.
Yes, I know. So they're going to continue that, but they're releasing novels now.
She looks like Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Kind of, yes, on the picture. But yes, they're starting to do novels and comic books, which is, and I mean, eventually they'll lead up to the movie, hopefully starring Nathan Fillion.
Didn't Nathan Fillion ask fans to stop harassing them?
I'm not harassing anybody. I'm just blatantly saying that it should be him who does it.
I'm harassing them.
So I think that'll be cool. I mean, depending on who starts writing them, because I mean, the story in that game is really interesting. So
the story is so solid, and the dialogue just only gets better.
So depending on where the books go and where they try to place them in between the games and all that kind of stuff, it could be intriguing. I thought you'd be kind of excited about
I've given up
books.
I've given up on books based off of franchises that I adore that weren't books.
Yeah.
Like I tried reading the Supernatural book.
Oh yeah.
I got through about half of that before I realized this is not the same as the TV show.
See, I like the Buffy the Vampire Slayer books.
Those might not be too bad. But with Supernatural though, a lot of their jokes don't come out on the books,
right?
Because it's all a bunch of one-liners.
Yeah.
And it's the way it's executed. You can't really do that with.
You can if you're a really good author. That's the only problem with franchise writing is they never usually get good authors. Because I read the Castle books from the television
that's a different story though. Castle that's part of the show.
It's
not like it's crazy. It's totally kind of cool. So
you do not know who the writer is. It says Richard Castle and in the jacket sleeve and all that kind of stuff. It's Nathan Fillion's picture.
So they just
you have no idea who actually wrote the Yep. You have no idea who wrote the book.
So it's like the TV show's character wrote the book.
And it's Nikki Heat, it's like the entire and when they release a book on the show, it releases.
Now if it's gonna be
cool.
Now if they get the same writers for Uncharted though, maybe.
Yes, and that's what I mean. So I mean maybe I'll buy one of those and read it on my spare time. Sure, I have lots.
It's just the problem with it is all those funny jokes will never. It's hard to portray.
Depends on who they get writing it, which could get interesting. So
yeah. Okay,
I've got 2 things left. What do you got?
I got 2 things left too. Funny.
Does Graham have anything before we keep going? No.
Graham,
well,
say something.
If
it's okay to say popcorn.
For anyone interested in Games Workshop and Warhammer, the Dread Fleet Specialist game that's limited edition only has 3 more days of pre-order, and I'm guessing that pre-orders anybody's whatever. That's all they're releasing is pre-order because it's going to be ordered in such masses that it won't even touch a shelf. But they'll flood eBay afterwards, so.
That's true.
Same thing with Space Hulk, when they did another specialist game that was limited edition. It was order now, and not a single one touched the shelf, and then eBay was just flooded for the next 2 months.
Well, that's how you make money.
So
it's Warhammer. It's okay for them to do that. I don't really
limited edition stuff. Yeah, I've never really.
And
it's
it
always
was
been too
out
expensive
of
for
the
me to follow.
blue too, and not even really. It's based on the Warhammer Fantasy lore, but it's naval battles. Wait, you have little boats.
I like boats.
Wait, so are these figures for the game, or you have to excuse my ignorance? I don't
know that's right.
I don't know anything about Warhammer.
Well, so if you jump on Games Workshop, you might be able to.
It's like a set of things.
But is it like the set of stuff that you paint?
Yeah, it's like little models you paint
that
and
makes
build
sense.
and everything. And they even have a board that's like the ocean. So does not connect with any of the other games other than the fact that it's like the same world, right?
They're on a boat.
I'm on a boat.
Pretty much. And they got this whole pirate theme going, and it's just...
So the people with boats can play against the people with boats, but if the other people don't have boats, then they can't play against the people with boats.
Yeah.
That sounds like a terrible... That sounds like StarCraft 2.
And yeah, that's...
Well, that's good. And then you're going to start doing some
Yes,
articles
I'll
about Game
start-
Workshop, so...
writing previews and just reviews. Reviews as in just saying...
This set's cool,
Yeah.
it does
This is broken.
It's fun. Yeah, or this one really breaks things, buy it now. Everyone should have
This
one of
model
these.
was a pain in the butt to build, which is usually a...
Pain in the butt versus rewarding.
Yes.
Wins game in one turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what
You'll-
I have. It's called my fist.
Oh, I was going to just use Chuck Norris.
Oh, okay.
But you're not a fan of Chuck Norris.
Just wait until the Expendables comes out. I might change my tune. You never know.
He just has this round coat, just house kick the film reel, and he wins.
If you roundhouse kick someone in the Expendables and it does not work, and he kind of looks at them like, "What?" I will be so happy.
I would be as well.
That would
surprise.
yes, that'll make my day. He'll be like, "Whoo!" and like Sylvester Stallone will sit there looking at him like, "Really? That was supposed to do something?" And he'll be like, "What?" I'll be like, "Yes."
I would love that.
So that'll win. That'll win.
I'm appreciative of that. I like that.
Okay. What else do you have now? You
So
lost your place.
no,
Okay.
do you guys like Avatar?
No.
Oh.
Do you guys like Avatar?
I haven't seen it.
It's not good.
It's Pocahontas.
It's Pocahontas 2.
Please, you're saying something about the sequel, aren't
It's
you?
Avatar 2's coming out.
Oh.
Avatar
No.
2 is a thing. It's coming out. Sigourney Weaver talked about it.
Yay! Because she should stop acting too.
No,
I
if
did
she's
not-
gonna be in Ghostbusters 3. I'm okay with that.
That's okay.
Which
yes.
is what she was talking about as well.
Ah,
So
yes,
yay,
that's-
Ghostbusters.
That's, yeah.
So from something bad comes something good.
Yep, I'm okay with that.
So how do you, like, Pocahontas?
They
It's-
did a
it's-
second. The Disney people did a second
So
one.
what? I think it's gonna
Disney
be
sucks.
Toy Story.
at sequel.
It's gonna be Toy Story.
What?
They're gonna Avatar 2 is gonna be Toy Story rewritten.
They're just gonna take different Disney movies and redoing them.
Yeah, it's Toy Story this time. No,
Oh, okay.
or Lion King.
I think they should do Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
Find like a big hairy avatar.
It's like, oh, I'm trapped in this body. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Oh man, it writes itself.
It does. That is bad.
We just wrote Avatar 3
Oh.
through 12. It's like the Land Before Time. They just don't stop.
Where are they gonna go with it? Like, it ended.
Pocahontas 2, the Disney one, they take Pocahontas back to England, so maybe they'll take like the
Avatar
chick-
people to Earth.
That'd be kind of intriguing, because they kind of lean that Earth is kind of a
Yeah.
a hole. Like, no one really wants to be there anymore, and it's war-torn.
Like Firefly.
Yeah.
Stop stealing ideas.
We're gonna do a Western
That's-
theme.
You mean like Mass Effect 3?
Don't sue me, James Cameron.
Hey, that'd be good if we got sued. We have no money. And we get so much publicity, it wouldn't even be funny.
Sue us.
We don't own anything.
This is the most. These are the most expensive pieces of equipment we really have.
And they don't belong to the company. You can steal
Yeah.
you can steal our URL. That's all we own.
Well, you probably take our tripod. That's like it, right?
You didn't pay for it, so technically it's not property.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. I found it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so on a side thing, Ghostbusters 3.
Yes.
When that comes out, we went over this last week.
Yes.
Re-release in theaters.
There's 2 coming out next summer then? Or next October?
No, apparently it's only going to Ghostbusters 3 in October on every Thursday only.
Oh.
So 3 weeks, 3 days, once a week in October.
For Ghostbusters 1.
Yeah,
Cool.
and for the
Oh,
re-release,
okay.
and
I
it's,
see,
it's
I
like
see. Yeah.
some weird limited release thing. So
I'm okay with that. I'll look out for it.
chances of it coming into Canada, Edmonton.
You never know. We have those fancy theaters that show weird stuff.
Troll Hunter. We'll watch that. I'm excited for that movie.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that does look intriguing.
I bought it for
I think-
He bought it for $5.
So there's rumors that they were going to remake it
Remake
in
what?
a Troll Hunter,
Troll Hunter.
an American version, but there was rumors.
No.
Or are they just going to keep
You don't need
that?
to do that for a lot of movies. That's like
There's a
David-
lot of things that shouldn't be coming out though. Human Centipede 2.
Girl with the
I
dragon
just
tattoo.
read an interview about that from the actors in that movie.
Where did they throw up like every day? Because I would.
See here, it's here.
Well, you're looking that up.
I didn't want to talk about it.
Well, we don't have to.
Clearly.
No one should talk about that movie. We should not advertise for that movie ever.
We should watch Monster Ball tonight.
No!
It's got ass fuck in it.
Now I have to do some beeping.
That's okay. It's worth it.
Okay, so Capcom Mega Man creator,
Oh, right.
Keiji Inafune, Inafune, I don't know. Inafune.
What's his name? There. That's his last name. KG.
Yeah.
Yep.
Keiji Inafune. When he left Capcom, as most people know, he left Capcom a couple months ago. And when he did, he was like, okay, those like games that I've been working on, Mega Man Universe, anything with Mega Man before the subtitle. He's like, I will finish them. He's like, you guys contract me out, and I will finish them. He's like, I want to see.
He wants the game bought before he makes it.
No, he's like, I just want to see them through. I will finish them for you guys, and then I'll start my own game company, and we're all good.
Oh, okay.
He's like, but I want to see them finished because people, we've been telling them about them. We should finish these games. And then, as we all know, a month ago or so, Mega Man Legends 3 got canceled, Mega Man Universe got canceled, and we're all like, what's going on? It has to do with him leaving. And it was, just to clarify, it was not his fault. He tried.
So everything...
And Capcom was like, that ain't gonna happen, and it's like...
Everything with that game that could have gone wrong has gone wrong.
Pretty much.
And except for the fact that everyone wants it.
Yes. Mega Man Legends 3 I was looking forward to so much.
Everyone.
So much. One guy I know actually bought a 3DS waiting for that game.
He's not the only one.
Guess what? He's not getting it.
Really surprised.
So yes, that was just to let everybody know.
I would really like to know the percentage of how much of that game is completed.
The prototype was pretty much ready for release. You had to pay for it on your 3DS eShop. I would have paid for it. I would have been fine with that.
Which is bad, because they could have released some of it and got money for it.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Which is...
That's what they were going to do. They were going to release prototype, and we're all going to have to pay for it, depending on how many people paid for it. They were going to be like, okay, Mega Man Legends 3 can go ahead, because enough people are interested, and now we've made enough extra money to keep funding this project.
Yeah.
Let us finish the game. And it's like, okay, you literally have not had to pay anybody to come up with ideas, because it's all been fan-based.
Yeah.
Yeah, fan-requested features.
Yeah, I want to be able to do this. Okay. So you paid a programmer to figure out how to make Mega Man ride a pony. I don't know. Like,
I'm okay with that.
yeah. Pony riding 101.
Wait, what?
That's right.
I wasn't...
My Little Ponies.
That was the world's most... Barbie Horse Adventures was classified as a horror game.
I know.
Why?
Let me see if it is still
No names. Oh, on Game Facts. Barbie Horse Adventures. We got like 12 minutes left.
We're good.
We're good. I can always
On the
switch.
GameCube, summary. Oh, it doesn't really say if it's a horror or not. Wait, it was cancelled?
Apparently.
But it's rated E for everyone.
Yep.
It's definitely a horror game.
Obviously. Barbie, horses. That's my nightmare.
And adventure at the same time.
Oh dear. Well, I like adventure.
What I found. A
No.
movie poster for it.
See, I haven't seen the first one.
Don't. read his review and then don't watch it.
You don't even need to read it.
No. You just need to see the
There's
pictures.
so many people.
Good God.
What's wrong with
Everything.
That's messed up.
The guy ties them together.
With surgical duct tape or something. I don't.
Yeah, but I understood the original concept, but there was so many.
The guy
more
goes to the extreme. He goes far out.
elements.
12 people.
Okay, what was your other piece of news that doesn't involve disgusting movies that no one actually wants to see?
Captain America on Blu-ray. Would you like to purchase this?
Of course.
In about 3 weeks, you can purchase this.
I know.
This confuses the heck out of me.
Why?
It's been out in movie theaters for 2 months.
Yeah.
You can still watch it in theaters when it comes out.
They did that
Why is this coming out
did that
so
with
soon?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
And Thor. Really?
Yeah. The third Pirates movie, all of a sudden it was like in theaters, and I was at a store and they're like, third Pirates movie by now, and I'm like,
I was in Hong Kong, so maybe that makes sense.
and I'm like,
I didn't catch that.
No, that's the fourth Pirates movie. It's not out yet. Third Pirates movie, like the last one with everybody in it.
Okay.
Ages ago. They did that. It was like 2 months, and all of a sudden the movie was on shelves, and I'm like,
Why?
what? And Disney said, literally, they make more money that way because people go from the theater, go like, that movie was epic, pick it up on DVD.
Okay. Well, I guess Marvel
Give that
is owned
one.
by Disney. That makes sense now.
Yeah. So
Although I didn't see one shred of Disney in that movie for logo wise.
I don't.
Like, not even during the credits, because I stayed during the credits.
But Disney owns a lot of things that you don't know they actually own.
That's true.
Like the guys who make Final Destination.
Seriously?
Owned by Disney.
Because Disney doesn't usually like to
kill people.
Stand
But
beside
that company that does those movies.
Oh, it's just they just throw
that
the money.
company is owned by
so
Disney. Okay.
like when they bought Marvel, they're like, "Hey, Marvel Studios, you're Marvel Studios. We will feed you money.
You make us money,
but we're just not gonna
but
we're not gonna put the castle in front of the movie because
we're not gonna put the D or anything.
Yeah, that just looks dumb.
Tinkerbell fly in during Final Destination, knock down the bridge. You know.
Yeah, Disney knows what they're doing. Other than when they start doing these sequels to straight to DVD.
Yeah,
DVD.
The Mermaid.
But what's nice
about
Little Mermaid 5.
What's nice about the Captain America Blu-ray though is as opposed to the Thor DVD with like Avengers sneak peek, this actually has a sneak peek into the movie
with Joss Whedon and all the guys.
And everybody's gonna be like, they're just because they're done filming now, and imagine they were waiting for them to finish filming so they could do some sort of interview or whatever. Yep. There's a lot of things here.
It's a lot of pictures.
A lot of pictures, and these are just pictures.
And the next Marvel one-shot's on there too.
Yep. Not as excited as I am for that one as I was for the Consultant.
I haven't seen the preview for the new one, so
I've been trying to find it again, but everywhere it's gone again.
I thought it was on IG.
It's on here, but we have to skip to the end of it, which we'll see later. It's pretty much links Thor or Iron Man 2 to Thor.
Okay.
So it's Agent
Coulson?
Yeah, Agent Coulson driving to Mexico.
New Mexico,
not Old Mexico.
New Mexico. It's still in the States. It's not actually Mexico.
Haha.
I'm looking forward to that.
I am as well. I will purchase it.
I should actually pre-order it.
What?
Captain America.
Oh,
you need to pre-order it?
I always do.
I pre-ordered movies.
They just come to my door.
Yeah.
Oh.
I pre-ordered Skyrim Collector's Edition. $150. Dragon statue. Cloth map, hardcovered.
Does it turn into a real dragon like Game of Thrones?
That would be so cool.
No, wouldn't I live by you? My house would blow up.
Wait, so you
you
watched Game of Thrones on Reddit?
On what?
Game of Thrones? You watched it in Reddit?
Watches it.
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh.
I know enough about it to get that reference.
I was going to say, I've read enough of the book to get that. Okay. And last bit of news, because we already have 7 minutes.
Go!
DC Universe Online is going free to play next month.
I called it.
How about City of Heroes?
It's free.
This is DC. This is DC.
Okay. Yeah, City of Heroes has gone free to play, which I was telling all my friends to get, except now, with DC Universe going free to play, honestly, so much better.
Okay.
And you get to beat up Superman.
Well, I'm guessing this is newer.
Yes, this
by far.
This just came out
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Release date was January 11th.
Oh, that was a game. I thought I meant this piece of news.
It hasn't even been a year.
No. And they are going free to play, so they're
microtransactions.
Yes, so you can play for free, and you get like limited everything.
Oh, yeah.
There's a good.
You can pay $5 any which way. You can buy like more character slots, costume pieces, all this kind of stuff, and you get kind of the medium package.
Okay.
And that's like more.
It's not monthly. It's you just one
time pay of $5.
Yep.
That's pretty decent.
I'm sold.
So yeah, I'm sold. I'm done.
You still have to buy like.
Nope.
Even
the game is gonna be free.
On the PlayStation 3 and the PC.
Although
cool.
There's no PC PS3 servers yet.
Yes, they can't play together yet.
Yeah. So here's the chart of
the
breakdown of what you can actually do with the different tiers. So definitely want to get the premium, just the one where you spend $5 because you can actually start chatting with people. Because on the free one you can only send 6 messages for every 30 seconds.
Right.
So no. Whereas the premium one you can do that and voice.
So what's the legendary?
$15 a month.
So the regular price per month.
Oh, okay.
So, honestly though, it's probably not even that bad, because if you're downloading the game for free and you're paying $15 a month, that's not too bad, because then your fee is only $15 a month rather than the $50 it was for the game and then the server.
And depending on how much I like this game, and I'm not a huge DC fan, so depending on how much I like this game, I know you are. My $5 may turn into a $15 a month thing, depending on how much I play, how much I like it. The fact that I can play it on my PS3 is so wicked, because then I don't have to leave my room.
Outside people are scary.
I hate the rest of my house can go to heck. I like my room. My room is good. It's my little sanctuary.
It's my That's like my apartment.
Yeah. Hey, see, if I could somehow move my office like upstairs and attach it to my room, I'd be perfect.
You attach the office to the door so you don't have to leave?
I'll just like pee out my window.
I've done that. No, my friend did that. He was drunk.
Oh.
Well.
Not my window.
His window?
The door window.
but yes, this game looks fun. And honestly...
Man. I played the beta. It's good.
Honestly, a free MMO that I can play on my, PlayStation 3 or whatever.
And it's DC. It's not like there's no licensing issues. That's it.
If I can kill Superman, that's awesome.
Oh man, I want to punch him in the face.
Poosh! That's why I played Mortal Kombat versus DC. Only reason so I could punch Superman.
That's a good reason.
Luckily, my friend bought it, so I didn't even have to rent it. I didn't have to waste the money on it. I could just punch Superman and be like, Nick, done.
Yeah, the game is garbage. Sorry. Mortal Kombat 9 is way better.
That's what I hear. So.
I don't even like Mortal Kombat.
So that's the one with the X-ray?
Yep.
Okay.
Anyone.
Yeah. I don't know.
So yes, Mortal Kombat, or no, Mortal Kombat. DC Universe coming out, free to play. Exciting. Other than that, what we got? 3.5 minutes left, so quickly what we did on the site this week. I reviewed Captain America, which I already went through on the thing, so that's done.
What movie did I review?
This week you did that Rock City one.
Detroit Rock City
Came out today. It got the seal of okayness.
Okay, it's alright. Were you born in 1999?
Yes.
You might like it.
Was I alive in 1999 or born in 1999?
Either one.
Because I was alive in 1999.
Aren't they the same, man? Aren't they the same?
So that's where this movie goes, huh?
Yep.
What else did we do this week? Oh, your Resistance 3 review is up?
Yep. Good game.
Buy it.
It's fantastic.
Was my Space Marine review this week or
not last week? But we can talk about it. That's okay. Yeah. So then Graham's Space Marine review was last week, but it was up here. And you said good, yay?
Yes.
Okay. Now what if you're not What if you're not a Warhammer fan? Still good?
It's better than Gears of War.
Ooh.
So
wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we will do something about Gears of War 3.
Yeah, no one's playing this.
Now that we realize that we probably should play that.
Huge release and none of us even looked at it.
I haven't played 2.
I've played 2.
I think I'm halfway through 2.
I'm not a Gears fan.
Cooperative.
I played 1 and 2. I've grudgingly played them.
Well, rent 3 and we'll play it.
I don't want to. Do you know how hard it is? Where am I gonna rent it?
Rogers! You have a place by you. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I know.
We have no blockbusters.
Then I'll probably do Red Orchestra 2 early next week.
That's fine.
Since I've kind of done bits and pieces on the show here.
No, whatever.
That's fine.
And then Shogun 2 has a new DLC campaign coming out on the 27th, so I'll probably do that after I've actually played it a bit. So it's kind of...
So that's coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of new releases as well, Resident Evil 4.
HD.
Oh, HD.
If you've never played it ever, apparently, because it's on everything.
GameCube,
Wii, PS2, iPhone.
Yeah, there's out for everything.
I think PC right now.
PC?
Yeah.
That was actually the worst one, actually.
I wouldn't know.
And now Xbox 360 and PS3.
Yes.
So.
And Atari. And TI-83 calculator. Yeah,
yeah, it's out for everything. So if you have not yet played it for whatever reason, it's cheap.
Game.
And it's fun. It's
amazing.
Yeah.
Revolutionized horror action games.
And then they went stupid in 5, but I will not get into that because we don't have time.
We have 27 seconds.
I'm not watching the time. I'm just gonna stop.
We're doing a
We have
countdown.
30 seconds. So should we just say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye from Barrel Roll News Network. Tony,
Bye, say
Graham,
goodbye. Say,
He's
I
just-
can't sing anymore because we have to copyright.
Yeah. Then we'll get sued by them. Keep singing.
You say.
Bye, everybody.